Oh my god, what a season finale. Mortimer is certified evil because he just ruined 4 different people's lives in one episode. Lydia and James are crashing at Cyril's house. Ruby is expelled from Maxton Hall, and Graham is arrested. Let's see what happened, what's in store for season 3, and when we can watch it, shall we? Let's begin with the first part of the synopsis. Ruby's worst nightmare has come true, and now Oxford and all her dreams that finally seemed within reach are at risk. Worst of all, everything points to James as the one responsible, even after everything they've been through together. Ruby thought that she had met the real James, however, after an explosive fight between the two, they discover a terrible truth. Now, I'm not sure what that truth is about, but what I do know is that Ruby is done for now. In the season 2 finale, Mortimer sends the photo of Ruby and Graham to the principal, and since Graham has 0 IQ, without even asking to look at the photo, he immediately confesses that he and the student met outside and fell in love. When he finally sees the photo, it's already too late for him to take it back. But I'm guessing he didn't even try, you know? He probably thought, I messed up and ruined Ruby's life. Why would I also ruin Lydia's? And stuck to what he said. In season 3, I believe Lydia will have an argument with Graham because of this. Then she and James will do whatever it takes to save Ruby. Because in the end, the principal tells Ruby she can forget about graduating or studying at Oxford because she's expelled. Ruby can tolerate many things, but now that her relationship with James affects her family business as well as her own education, I think she'll just give up. Mortimer is too powerful and too evil, and she finally sees that. The second half of the synopsis reads, together Ruby fights to graduate as James tries to clear her name at school. But that means, once again, James must challenge his father and his expectations for him. And despite everything, James still threatens to break under the obligations to his family. Ruby and James must ask themselves if the worlds they live in are perhaps too different after all, or if they can finally find a way back to each other. In season 3, I expect Ruby to break up with James. Not because she's angry or resents him, but because she knows she has no other choice. She can't fight Mortimer alone, and she knows it. Instead of dealing with them, I think she'll try to prove that the photo means nothing so she can get back into Maxton Hall. But James won't just accept this. He won't give up, but he'll respect her decision, and in the meantime, I think he'll find a way to help her and ruin his own father. At this point, I also expect Lydia to sacrifice herself because it's her problem, not Ruby's, and she's got to face the consequences of her own actions. I mean, I'm not actually sad Graham got arrested, you know? That age gap and teacher-student relationship was really annoying to me, and he deserved it. But I still like Lydia, so I'm really sorry for her. All this stress and dealing with multiple problems at once will eventually affect her in the worst way possible. Heck, she might even have a miscarriage because of that. But what do you think? In the season 2 finale, Lydia and James meet with their aunt and go to learn what their mom left them in her will. It turns out Ophelia left everything to Mortimer, leaving the kids dependent on their evil father, which is neither believable nor acceptable. While they all think Mortimer either forced her or changed Ophelia's will on his own, there's nothing they can do for now. So instead of going back to that hellhole, they decide to stay with Cyril. In season 3, I think they'll keep staying there, but their aunt will also invite them to live with her. And at some point, they'll accept and get closer to her. I think she'll be the one who finally saves the kids from Mortimer for good. What about the release date, though? Well, the good news is that they're already filming the 3rd season as we speak. We don't have an official announcement yet, but since they're already working on it, I'm expecting season 3 to drop in late summer or early fall of 2026. In the trailer, I expect to see lots of tension, tears, and a few romantic scenes between James and Ruby. Let me know what you think will happen in season 3, and watch this video next.